So hello all, my name's Sarah. I'm going to introduce myself a little bit more in a minute. First question I've got to you all though is who would feel confident describing what social prescribing is? Could you raise your hand if you feel confident to describe what social prescribing is? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, yeah? Well, people are like, is she going to make me do it though? Everything's optional. There will be an opportunity. So for those that may have not raised their hand there, please do turn, all of you, to the person next to you, 1 or 2, 3. Just spend a minute chatting amongst yourselves about what is your either experience, your definition of social prescribing. So I'm going to time you because time is tight. Go for it. What is social prescribing? Feel free to join. Nearly up. Okay, so while you're wrapping up, I'll describe. Could you have a spare piece of paper? So it might need you to rip it out of your book if you've got a book with you, or separate one that you don't mind just having loose, not with other notes on it. So, in this next part, I would like you to maybe make a note of, how would you describe then social prescribing? If you can, just a few words, just note down maybe a short definition, some key words that come to mind about social prescribing, anything you would like. I'll just give you a few seconds just to note some things down that might have come out through that conversation that you've had together. Great to see you all scribbling away. Any other key words that you'd like to put around kind of maybe barriers experienced with social prescribing, opportunities with social prescribing? Maybe you're at the beginning, you've not even heard of it. Maybe you've learnt something new by the person next to you today. I would love to hear if you wouldn't mind sharing. And I think someone put their hand up, so I don't know if they're just keen, yeah? Absolutely going to home in. Could you share with me perhaps a short description of what's come out of your conversation around social prescribing?
Yeah, I think we hear a little bit more about social prescribing these days, and in a nutshell, I would say my understanding of that is something to engage in community activities, such as maybe bike rides, going to the gym, leisure centre. I think this would be something like instead of prescribing medication in GP surgery, these are alternatives that we considered, and I think there is some kind of funding for that as well.
Absolutely, well said. Could everyone hear that? Would you like me to pat? No. So, absolutely. So, what's your name? Nassim. Thank you ever so much. So, well described. Social prescribing about your health and well-being and connecting with those things in the community, and some of which we've heard today, which are absolutely fantastic. And Leicester, has a lot of opportunities and offers in the voluntary, community, faith, social enterprise groups that exist. And absolutely non-medical, preventative, thank you for the previous speaker, around kind of what can we do to maintain or support our health and well-being. But that connection in community is so key, isn't it? And I think that's a really important part. Now, that concept, though, in itself doesn't seem very new, right? It's not revolutionary to think, oh, we can stay well by connecting a little bit more in our community offers. But I would say what is really quite different and a really big change in our health is that the NHS are recognising they absolutely need to have this connection. Louise obviously pointed this out, and there's a lot happening, and it's great to hear that summary around how can we ensure, not just have there, but ensure that people get that community support for social, emotional, physical, all sorts of issues that someone may be having to help with their health and well-being. So that's a really big deal, isn't it? And I think with this big shift that's taken place, and we're really getting a sense of that today, all these opportunities need to partner, to work together, to really raise that profile in our very local communities. So I'm here today, Sarah from National Academy for Social Prescribing, who runs Thriving Communities, because without thriving communities, there is no social prescribing. So I'm really interested to hear a little bit more about those barriers and those issues that you might be experiencing. And I do cover a rather large area across the Midlands, but that's not to say that your voice isn't needed to be heard. So if you feel that you want to, you can either share with me what you have on your piece of paper, either verbally. You could give me the piece of paper later. I'm staying around for food, obviously. But you could also screw your piece of paper up right now and throw it to me. Wow, that sounds fun, right? I'm a really good target. Go for it. I really want to see at least one person screw up the paper and throw it at me. I really thought that would be a great dynamite. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until it happens now. Come on, physical activity over here. I'm going to point you out, obviously. I'm going to give you a basketball. Kind of caught it in the second one. So thanks ever so much. Feel free to throw them, pass them on, or keep hold. Oh, that's not what you wrote. This is the one you wrote. There we go. So that helped me. So what have we got here? Now the test is, can I read it? So, a prescription for social interactions in the community, an alternative for medication. Fantastic, and we've heard some of that, so thank you for throwing me that. So there is opportunity to learn from each other, to engage with each other more, and I am helping you with that. I am your regional lead. I want to support voluntary community social enterprise groups directly. But I also work with many stakeholders such as Louise and NHS and many others to really connect and coordinate. And Kamla is key at helping with this because she's my community ambassador. So thank you for stepping up for that role. But absolutely need that local knowledge, that local insight, and really would appreciate today for you to come approach me, talk to me about what you need in helping you either understand social prescribing or your work and how it could be developed in relation to social prescribing. I'm here to support you. So I offer a Learn Together programme. I printed last night some, because my organisation didn't give me contact cards. So I did a personalised version. So please do pick up the piece of paper with my contact details on, or approach me and share with me yours. So had anyone heard of the Learn Together programme, National Academy for Social Prescribing? Put up your hands if you heard of it before. Yeah, one or two. Okay, so I'm introducing, and some of them are fantastic. So I do recognise some people, which is really great to see. So it's great to be able to kind of share with you today that this opportunity, and hopefully I can get to know you more. So that's me, that's Sarah, and I'd love to hand over to the next person. Thanks ever so much for having me.